Wilson County Veterans Museum in Plaza opened in October of 2017. It's owned and operated by the Wilson County government and sits adjacent to the courthouse on East Main Street in Lebanon. The museum is divided into sections, starting with Long Hunters and Settlers and ending with Iraqi freedom. There are 3 videos at each section. One summarizes the conflict, another points out some of the artifacts in the case, and the last one describes the photos on the wall above the case. On this day, we found Vietnam veteran Tom Regg visiting for a second time with his wife and golfing buddy, Wilson Countyan Randy Salas. It was Randy who suggested they visit.
When Randy told me about the museum, he told me that there was a Huey helicopter here at the museum, and when I first walked in, I looked at him and I said, that's exactly what I used to fly.
For 10 months, Tom was the crew chief for the 254th Medical Evacuation Detachment, also known as Dust-Off. That's an acronym for Dedicated, Unhesitating Service to Our Fighting Forces.
And I would fly out at any time, day or night. It didn't matter. When they got wounded, we would go pick the wounded up.
More than 6,000 times last month, this call was heard and answered across the jungles, mountains, and rice paddies of Vietnam.
This archival video shows some of what Tom and his crew did, trying to save lives while risking their own. Tom says the nighttime evacuations were the most challenging.
Hold your hover, you're close to the tree. Hold your hover, it's right about 10 foot below the aircraft.
You couldn't turn lights on, so we had to find where they were in the dark and then hoist them out of the jungle. It was harrowing and scary and exhilarating, but necessary.
While the Huey brought back a lot of memories for Tom, so did the giant photo above the Vietnam section.
And there's a picture on the wall of a medical dust-off helicopter. That's exactly what I used to do, and it was the exact replica of my very first pickup, because we're hovering and we're picking up wounded. And it was all voluntary. You did not have to do this. So after I had about 10 months in country, we call it, I had gone to them and requested no more flight. I said, I'm done, I've done my duty. And for the last 2 months, I went on radio watch, and I knew that that was the end of my flying days. And in August of 1968, I came home.
Tom isn't from Wilson County. He's from neighboring Davidson County. Still, he's proof positive. It doesn't matter where you grew up or where you live today, there is something for all veterans, their families, and museum enthusiasts to enjoy at the Wilson County Veterans Museum in Plaza in Lebanon.